Welcome to the post-game press conference between Charlotte and Winthrop. Charlotte gets to win here on Monday. Joining us today, head coach Tamika Reed and student athletes Kiana Rembert and Haley Breland. We'll open it up to the floor for questions.
Kiana, you guys sent them to the line a couple times, but were really able to get those blocks tonight. Where is that balance for you guys defensively, and how well do you think you executed it today?
I think the balance came from just trying to play hard and hustle and getting back on the other end and doing the same thing, putting it right back down their throat.
Coach, coming into the game, your last road game was Education Day, a really loud crowd. Today, really big crowd. You wanted that. What did you see the impact in the game from that crowd?
I thought the students were great. They screamed at the right time. I was nervous that they were going to scream when we had the ball, but they did a phenomenal job. And I'm just extremely happy that our team was able to play hard and not be distracted, because sometimes that can be a distraction. But all week we practiced with loud music. Extremely loud music, and we told our players, you just got to overly communicate. Haley told the players that before the game, and, we worked on using our hand signals to call our plays, but we prepared for it. But it certainly impacted the game. I think at the free throw line especially, this is a really good free throw shooting team in Winthrop, and they missed some big free throws down the stretch. And so our students cheering helped a lot.
For the players, did you guys feel that energy out there on the court?
Of course, it was loud, and we were loving the energy.
Yes, most definitely. I say the energy, hyped me up. I got a younger brother, so seeing those kids scream and yell, it just made me think of him.
Pretty close game going into that final stretch of the fourth quarter. You guys go on an 8-0, I think it was 11-1 altogether run. I guess for the players, what exactly do you feel like went well for you guys in that run to kind of close this out?
She told us we had to rebound and execute. So we took that in. We tried our best to huddle after, free throws, and that's what we were telling each other. We got to rebound and execute. And we had execute in our minds, and that's what we wanted to do down the stretch and get it done.
Yeah, I think she said it all.
Kiana, you had a really efficient night, both out on the floor and in the free throw line. What did you see out there for your shot?
Just getting to the basket. I knew that down the stretch we needed some points, so I had to step up.
Yeah, so this is your guys' second Education Day now, and just how important do you think that it is for these kids to come out here, especially all those young girls in the crowd, and see you guys play?
I say I feel like it would be an amazing experience. Getting to miss school to come to a basketball game, I know that's pretty amazing. I know when I was younger, I always loved going on field trips, and coming to see a basketball game, especially for the young ladies, it inspires them, and I love to inspire them and, just put a smile on their face.
And to the same point, seeing people who have disabilities and are able to come and play in a crowd like this and be able to perform under pressure, I think it's important for them to see that they can do it as well.
Coach, we talked about the other day how much easier it becomes as a coach as you really start to learn the roles for each of your players and you really start to put them in that role. Haley seems to be stepping up into that scoring role. What are you seeing from the way girls are really adjusting to their roles and kind of finding themselves within the lineup?
We are actually still finding ourselves. You can see a Dee Dee Shepherd who came in and played really hard. The thing about this team is that we have players who can score. They came from programs where they were the big dog. They scored the ball. And now what we're seeing is those players getting everybody involved. If I don't have the ball to score, let me go play defense. And like Coach Cousins, she mentioned to the team today after the game, you never know when it's going to be your time. You just got to be ready to go. Look at CT. CT hadn't played in the last 3 or 4 games. She came in today and had a big showing, grabbed big rebounds. So, the players understand, cheer for each other, and that's what they did today. Our coaches commended them on the way they cheer for each other, not knowing who night is going to be whose. And I love that because that's hard to defend. You got 2 people who are going to score consistently, but you don't know about the sleeper that can come off the bench. And so I think we are well balanced, and we are understanding how to play within that balance at this point.
Building off of that, KK Green played. I don't think she took a shot until her 24th minute on the floor. What did you see from her impact, not in the scoring role, in this game?
KK is a leader. And now that KK has been in different roles on the floor, she's been in a role where she had to take over. She's been in a role where she had to score because the ball got back in her hand late in the shot clock. And today, she recognized that she had to get everybody else open, and she did a great job with that. She's a veteran player. She's extremely experienced. And so her presence on the floor just keeps us heady. It keeps us solid. And, we had to talk to her about not making the home run play, and taking care of the ball. And I think she did a great job with that.
This could be for all three of you. To have Jayla come out and get the blocks, to be a real force down low, I mean, what is she able to do for you when she's really able to assert her size like that?
Jay is a force to be reckoned with. She is a big body. She's going in, she's getting blocks, and she's rebounding. And can't wait to, I play with her a lot, but I love playing with her.
Yeah, she brings energy. When I'm sure y'all see us after she get those blocks, like we the first one running up to her, slapping her hand, because that brings energy. We know she can do that. She chase people down trying to do that. We get her in practice for fouling like that. Sometimes she get a foul, but we love that. We love that coming from her.
Yeah, she does bring a lot of energy with it. I saw Winthrop get loose, and I saw Jay taking those big steps, and I was comfortable. I said, oh, that's going to the stands. And, and she got it, and I just love the second effort. Jay had second effort and got a block. CT had a second effort and got a block in transition. I think it was Smitty had one as well. Those were big plays. They didn't stop on the play. And that's, that's hard. That's not something we teach. That's something that's inside of them. And so I'm just so happy for the energy that they bring when it comes to protecting that rim.
Well, in the block you brought up, in transition, you're going to allow a score 90% of the time in that situation. You guys have been working on that in practice, though, really those uneven situations, being able to overcome those. When that plays out in an actual game like this, what does it do for practices when you're seeing these things one week and then the weekend you're seeing it right away?
I say it just shows us that the hard work's paying off. Because us practicing that every day, like you said, we put ourselves in those situations to try to execute them in the game. So it just shows us that the work is really paying off.
Yeah.
Keith's ready to go eat.
Coach, the holidays right around the corner and conference play right around the corner. What's on your wish list as this team grows and develops over the next couple weeks?
My wish list is that we come in and get ready to win this trophy against Davidson. I want to get the trophy back. Right now it's 19-13, and we have to go get it back. That's our focus right now. Not looking too far into conference. Conference will take care of itself. I'm excited that we have one more game to grow before we get into conference. And so that's going to be our focus right now, is to take care of Davidson.
Sorry, last question. Coach, you mentioned playing live music in practice, getting ready, for today's game. Is this also the longest layoff you've had as a coach between games? And if so, kind of how did you keep the team focused and ready to go?
It is, but the last game we played Mercer, we had 5 points that we scored in the fourth quarter. And Coach Cousin came in and said, we have to get better individually. So this week, they went into finals, and we had individual skill sessions, 1 or 2 players on the floor at a time. And we spent 45 minutes to an hour just working on skill set stuff. And I thought that repetition gave the girls confidence. And we were able to, rest somewhat. But we were displaced. The graduation was here. We had to go practice in Belk Gym, and I think Belk is a lot smaller than our gym here, our arena here. And so I saw the girls kind of fatigue a little bit, but I thought my coaches did a great job in subbing them in and out. We were faced with challenges throughout this week. We only had 2 good practices. We supported Key and Nia when they graduated, give them time to celebrate with their families. But again, having those challenges, the players still pulled together, came in here and got it done today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.